You're right. Back again for another vlog, inspired this time by a comment that was made on social media. Now, last week we did a vlog of the Gillingham game and the pre-match at the Wheat Sheaf. We videoed Dave the Rave up on stage doing his normal dance-off with one of the opposition fans. This got put onto social media and went all over, went semi-viral. And we got a comment from a Stephen Brennan, which I felt I needed to respond to. And this is the purpose of doing this vlog. So the comment was, Stephen Brennan wrote, "Not keen on the video of Dave as he has serious learning difficulties. I know in banter we all take the piss out of each other, but to me, not out of Dave. And making money out of him on a stage like a performing clown is low as fuck. If Phillie was half as funny as he thinks he is, he wouldn't need to ridicule someone with learning difficulties." So that is the comment which came from Stephen Brennan. And being honest, it infuriated me, really. Because I'd like to dissect it and go into a little more detail of this. So, firstly, I ask you, Stephen Brennan, right, what gives you the right to just assume that Dave the Rave has, as you put it, serious learning difficulties? Have you yourself actually ever had a conversation with Dave? I would imagine not, because Dave is not a stupid person. You can actually have a conversation with Dave. So what you've gone and done there is you've just assumed the guy has serious learning difficulties, which is pretty unfair when you've never even met the guy, you've never even spoken to the guy. The guy is not a stupid person. I've been in this industry for 35 years and I'm used to getting people up on stage. You don't honestly, seriously think that I would get someone up on stage with learning difficulties. It is socially unacceptable and it's not something I would do anyway. I've had incidents in the past where people have got up on stage and they look quite normal, and they get up on stage and you can see that, yes, they have learning difficulties. And if that happens and someone gets up on stage and the minute I speak to them, I then realise that they shouldn't be up there, then quickly as possible I get them off stage. And whether that be, oh, thanks for volunteering, come on, give them a big cheer, there's a bottle of bubbly or whatever, and we send them packing. Because, as I've said, it's not socially acceptable to do that, and it is absolutely not funny at all to be taking the piss out of people like that. So that would never happen. And like I say, I've got years of experience of working out what is acceptable and what isn't. A similar case, if you like, a few months ago, we had, I can't remember which game it was at the Wheat Sheaf, but we had some away fans in, and there was a guy in a wheelchair supporting the other team, and his friends brought him up. They'd seen the show on social media, and the guy in the wheelchair saying, "Look, please, will you involve me? Take the piss out of me. Anything you want, just be, I love it, you know." And all the guy wanted to do was to be treated normal, like any other person in there. And he couldn't stress enough how much he wanted me to absolutely rip the piss out of him. The problem was, and I explained to him, I said I would use him in the show and what have you. I said, but it's not how he feels. The guy was absolutely fine with it, but it's how it looks to other people. It's, you know, if I'd have absolutely sledged him, then people would have gone, that's not right, he's in a wheelchair, which is so wrong, because, you know, these people don't want to be discriminated against, and you are, by saying, why are you doing that, he's in a wheelchair. These people want to be treated normally, you know. So even though this guy had come up and wanted me to absolutely slate him, you know, unfortunately, you know, I couldn't do that because of the reaction from other people and how it would look. So that's on a similar vein. Stephen Brennan, you made the comment of making money out of having Dave the Rave on stage. That is not the case at all. I get paid the same rate whether Dave's in and on stage or he's not in at all. So as for making money from him, Dave absolutely lives for match day. He loves to be up there on that stage. He contacts me, I'm going to be in, will you get me up? Will you put the footage onto social media? Anybody who films him, he'll go up to them and say, oh, will you put it onto social media? Because he wants to see it himself. Stephen Brennan, you're saying he has serious learning difficulties and we shouldn't be getting him up. So are we to then have to tell Dave the Rave that, yeah, Dave, you can come in, but we're not going to get you on stage. I know you like to get up and dance, but we're not going to do that because, you know, Stephen Brennan and the odd one or two others are offended by you being up there. I never chose to put Dave on stage. Dave wants to go on stage. He wants to do this. This is his own choice, you know, and if I'm perfectly honest, I would probably rather not have him on every single week because it becomes repetitive. We like to try and change the show around a little bit. But it's that thing of how do you tell him, well, no, not this week, Dave, when the guy looks forward to it all week, that he can come in, get on stage and dance. And I suppose the away fans who are in haven't seen it, so it is new for them. So, like I say, chooses to be on stage, isn't forced to go on there. Dave the Rave is an absolute legend in Sunderland. Everybody loves him. As I've said, I'm assuming, rightly or wrongly, that Stephen Brennan, you've never had a conversation with him, but you will find he is a lovely, lovely bloke. Everybody loves him, and he's harmless, and he just loves to rave. He absolutely loves to do it. And the cheers he gets, you know, we always do a dance off. He always wins. He comes onto the stage, everybody cheers. Everybody wants to see him. Everybody loves seeing him dance. They're not laughing at him, you know, thinking, oh, there's someone with serious learning difficulties. They're cheering because they love the bloke. And as we've said, he's an absolute legend. Again, the comment from Stephen Brennan that you wasn't happy about seeing it. And again, as is normally the case, it's a complaint from people who are not even there. You're not seeing the full picture. When you're in there, you see the response Dave gets from the audience, how much they love him, how much of a good time he's having up there. But no, this offends you. And basically you're saying that we shouldn't be doing that, so we should be telling Dave that he's not allowed to dance. Then you made the comment, if wee Phillie was half as funny as he thinks he is, I put it to you, how do you know what I think? You don't. But I'll tell you, I don't think I'm funny at all. My wife is 20 times funnier than I am. However, we do a show, and some people seem to like it, and some people seem to laugh at it. And if people stop coming in to my shows, then I don't work, and I would have to get a job doing something else. But I've got 35 years plus in this industry, so I must be doing something right. And I'm grateful to those people who come along and see the show. It's not everyone's cup of tea. There's loads of people who hate what I do. But the people who come along should not be ridiculed and criticise for coming to see something that they enjoy just because it doesn't agree with the sort of thing you would like to watch. So we'll wrap this up then, and what we'll do, we'll put this out to you people there. We will ask the question, do we stop Dave the Rave coming up on stage and dancing at the pre-match shows? Dave's out of action until the end of the season now anyway, so we're looking at next season. Do we not allow him up on stage to get up and dance? We'll leave it to you. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And if enough people object to him being up there, then fair enough. We'll stop that. Not pleasant being the one who would have to tell him, because the guy's just enjoying himself and entertaining people up there. But it's over to you. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.